Who led the American Army before becoming president? George Washington. When did World War II begin? 1939. What was the Great Wall built to protect? China. Which queen ruled Egypt with great power and beauty? Cleopatra. Who discovered America in 1492? Christopher Columbus. Who led India to independence using peace? Mahatma Gandhi. Where did the Pilgrims travel on the Mayflower? America. What year did Neil Armstrong walk on the moon? (1969). Which empire had Rome as its capital? The Roman Empire. What war ended slavery in the U.S.? The Civil War. Which country was led by Adolf Hitler? Germany. Which ancient language did Romans speak? Latin. Which country started the first Olympic Games? Greece. Which American leader wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. In which country is Machu Picchu located today? Peru. What caused the Titanic to sink? An iceberg. Which woman led Britain as Prime Minister? Margaret Thatcher. What was the main weapon of samurai warriors? Sword. What event started in 1914 across many nations? World War I. Who made the first successful phone call? Alexander Graham Bell. What is the modern name of Persia? Iran. Who said, "I have a dream"? Martin Luther King Jr. Which country gifted a Statue of Freedom to America? France. Which artist was also a scientist and painted the Mona Lisa? Leonardo da Vinci. Which Japanese city was hit by the atomic bomb? Hiroshima. What medicine did Alexander Fleming discover? Penicillin. Which leader built one of the largest empires in history? Genghis Khan. What mountain destroyed Pompeii? Mount Vesuvius. Who helped improve hospitals during the Crimean War? Florence Nightingale. Where did the first human civilization begin? Mesopotamia. Which emperor built the first Great Wall? Qin Shi Huang. What were the pyramids used for in Egypt? Tombs for pharaohs. Which two countries were rivals in the Cold War? USA and USSR. Who led the first trip around the world? Ferdinand Magellan. Who said, "That's one small step for man"? Neil Armstrong. What goods were mainly traded on the Silk Road? Silk. Who led many slaves to freedom through the Underground Railroad? Harriet Tubman. Who was U.S. President before Harry Truman? Franklin D. Roosevelt. What wonder was said to have green terraces in Babylon? The Hanging Gardens. Who fought for France in the 100 Years' War? Joan of Arc. Where did the Industrial Revolution begin? Britain. Which country did Joseph Stalin rule? The Soviet Union. What system organized people by birth in India? The caste system. What is the old name of Thailand? Siam. Which country built the Berlin Wall? Germany. Who became South Africa's first black president? Nelson Mandela. What kind of writing did ancient Egyptians use? Hieroglyphics. Who was the woman pilot who disappeared during a flight? Amelia Earhart. Which country invented paper? China. What was the name of the French queen married to Louis XVI? Marie Antoinette.
How many questions did you get right? Tell us your score in the comments below. If you enjoyed this quiz, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. Keep your brain active and check out our next quiz video right now.